In my neighborhood, we're so proud to have heroes that help our community, that help our state, that help our world. Very, very proud. Our nation, everything. And Jeannie Hilt is here, Executive Director of Hometown Heroes. Everybody is always wondering, when are we going to know? What's the hometown hero? And we just had a class of hometown heroes that was announced. You know, for a while, Jeannie, the hometown heroes had stopped.
Yes.
And everybody was like, we need hometown heroes. Those cost a lot of money.
Yes, they do. And it depends, of course, on the building wall, the size of the banner, and installation kind of complications, because sometimes we have to bring in a crane. Cranes are very expensive. Sometimes we might have to, you know, kind of turn off high power voltage lines next to an installation.
Yeah. See, nobody thinks of all the...
Right.
Yeah, like that doesn't just show up.
That is correct. But, you know, to date, we have received no public funding whatsoever. It's all privately funded by people who make nominations, etc. So
right, so you have to think of that. So you know, donations, whatever, to get this done and to keep this done, because they are beautiful in our city. Criteria, because I know people say, well, why isn't this and why don't we have? There is criteria. Yes. There are some guidelines.
That is absolutely correct. And really, it's the original criteria that just has held up over the years. You know, it really was introduced in 2002. So the original criteria.
Wow, has it been that long?
It has, yes, it has. So first and foremost, that individual is from Louisville or closely affiliated with Louisville. And the best example of that would be Denny Crum. You know, he's from California, but everybody associates him with Louisville.
Yeah, he's a Louisvillian.
Yes, well, of course.
He's a Louisvillian.
So second criteria is that individual has achieved something positive and noteworthy in their chosen field or profession that is recognized far beyond the city limits. So that's this program. There are amazing people in Louisville, amazing people that, you know, we all know and love here. But this particular honor is, you know, reserved for people who are well known beyond the city limits. And then thirdly, to the best of their ability, because some of the heroes are deceased, but they give back to the city of Louisville with time, talent, or treasure. And think of so many foundations, you know, that are around that these individuals have started and give back to the community.
All right. You talked about sometimes you have to bring in cranes or cut off power or whatever. How do you decide where they're going to go?
It's a challenge, you know, and so that's one reason.
And what happens if we like run out of water?
We kind of have. So when we restarted the program, you know, we did make some changes, and one of them is some of the banners need to be retired, because if we don't retire them, and some of them, as you know, and some of them still are very faded, but
do you replace them, or they're
well? So our iconic banners, shall we say, the Colonel and Muhammad Ali, and you know, people like that. They get replaced. Yeah, they're going to get reprinted, and they're going to always be up because they are such iconic images for Louisville. Some of them are going to be retired. Diane Sawyer, for example, her banner is retired, and then we are working closely with Metro and really talking about the idea of the Avenue of Heroes. So anybody who has ever earned this distinction will be part of a light pole banner program that is much easier to, you know, keep fresh and sharp. We can put a QR code on there that actually, you know, people can hit and learn their amazing stories. So it's kind of like a little bit more rotation, a little bit of an outgrowth of what we're doing, and you know, so the Avenue of Heroes would be the second phase.
Okay, I don't want to run out of time. I want to know our heroes this year.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
this class.
I don't want to run out of time.
It's really fun because it's, you know, it's as always, you know, full of all kinds of interesting people.
Yeah,
Will Smith.
2 minutes.
Okay. Will Smith, Dodgers catcher, second World Series champion. So U of L baseball player, KCD baseball player, gives back to the community with youth. Oksana Masters, unbelievable story.
She really is. She's just the greatest. Her mama is just absolutely wonderful.
Yes, and we had so many people, you know, kind of like let us know about her. Her story is so inspirational. Teddy Abrams, you know, so Teddy has done so much, and of course Grammy winner, conductor of the year. So again, you can see it's that recognition far beyond the city limits.
Yes.
Dr. Kevin Cosby. So, you know, not only is he St. Stephen's Church, but he's also Simmons College, a very important historical black college, university here that, you know, national recognition. Yeah. Jimmy Ellis, you know, a middleweight boxer that became a heavyweight boxer that, you know, boxed Muhammad Ali, you know, so so he's great. Ken Clay, really, really wonderful musician, really was a trailblazer in using music.
And still a trailblazer.
Yes,
he's still doing it. I can keep up with it.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So we've got him and Nicole Scherzinger. So she was a White Pass graduate, Pussycat Doll, panelist with The Masked Singer, but she has made a huge impact on Broadway, and she probably will win a Tony Award this year, but she won a number of awards last year. So I think that's all of them. We had 7 of them.
Really quickly, because we got like 15 seconds, where do you nominate people?
You go to contact@louheroes.org.
Okay.
Contact@louheroes.org.
We appreciate you all the time.
Thank you. I appreciate you all the time.
And it's so exciting. Our Heroes Investigate TV is next.